Hi, I'm Dr. Blair Masters with Arkansas Physical Health and Rehab, and this is the final installment of our Radiant Aging video series. And in this one, I wanted to talk about the mind-body connection. This is another thing that you can really work on to age well, age radiantly, age in a youthful manner. Your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes can positively or negatively affect your body and your mind in every way. So the connection not only goes from your brain down, as most people think of, but it also goes from the body up. So let's get into this just a little bit. It goes mind-body, but it also goes body-mind as well. And our minds obviously, our brains obviously affect our body. I mean, I think bend your elbow and your elbow bends. I think raise my arm and my arm raises. But the converse is also true. What you feel in your body, what you do with your body really affects the mentality of your brain. If your brain feels up, if it feels depressed, if it has a lot of different feelings. And it can be affected by what you eat. That is huge, huge. Sugar has been known to cause significant swings in your attitude and your feelings and that sort of thing. Can really cause some significant problems. Get off sugar for a while and then have some and see how you feel. It can really have an effect on your body and your brain, how your brain feels. And then how much you exercise can be a big one. And even your posture. This is one that I really talk about a fair amount. If you are in a situation where you feel good, but you have bad posture, this is kind of the posture of somebody who is maybe a little bit depressed. If I told you, hey, there's somebody completely depressed on the other side of the door, then you would probably describe someone who is kind of bent over, is not having a smile on their face, they're breathing kind of shallow, they're talking maybe a little bit low toned, that sort of thing. But I said, hey, there's somebody on the other side of the door who's about to come in to this room and they've just won the lottery. What is their body posture going to be like? And you might describe somebody who is standing up tall, has a big smile on their face, has excited gestures, they're breathing deeper and quicker, and that sort of thing. Well, their brain got excited, created a bunch of neurochemicals that caused their body to do that, but the converse is also true. If you want your brain to feel excited, it is very hard to get it there when you're in a posture like this. So if you are in a situation where I want to feel excited, I want to feel energized, I want to feel good about things, then stand up tall, take a deep breath, put a smile on your face, and talk and act in an excited manner. And that is your body telling your brain, hey, I'm excited. Create chemicals, create neurotransmitters that are excited. James Gordon, Dr. James Gordon, he's a founder of the Center for Mind-Body Medicine, and this is a quote from him. The brain, nervous system, hormones, immune system, and the organs of the body, and all our emotional responses share a common chemical language and are constantly communicating with each other. So it's going both directions. It's going from your brain downward, as we discussed, but it's also going from your body up to your brain. So let's talk about how you can make some changes to this and age radiantly. Your acupuncture system, really the goal of your acupuncture system is balance and flow. We want to balance the energy in the 5 elements and make sure that energy is flowing, kind of like a river. And the 5 elements have been around for thousands of years: earth, fire, metal, water, wood, and this depicted in this acupuncture system. And what we do when patients come in is oftentimes try to balance this sort of energy flow. But if things aren't balanced, pain, dysfunction, and disease can occur when these elements are kind of out of balance and things aren't working right. So how do you balance these? Mind-body exercises are huge in regards to this. What are some of the benefits of those? Better sleep, decreased pain, decreased anxiety, increased energy, the ability to accomplish that kind of energy. Hey, I'm going to go out and do some work. I'm going to be energetic for my day, but also chi energy. And that's kind of like, hey, I have energy in my body to fight off an infection that comes along, or to heal my body if I have an injury. It's that kind of an energy, kind of a different type of energy than, hey, I've got energy to go get things accomplished. And improved immune system, they've done study after study on this. It's very easy to check because they usually just look at white blood cells under the microscope. And improved well-being. So what are some mind-body exercises? Well, yoga is a great one. There's lots of resources out there and classes, or if you don't want to go to a class, check it out online. Meditation, and when I say that, people think of like diddy-um, but you can meditate in more of a mindful manner, contemplate or ruminate or think about things that are positive in your life. That can create gratefulness, which adds benefits to this whole entire thing. And then breathing. And we're going to talk about breathing in a little more detail here. Breathing, I think, is probably one of the easiest ones that you can do because you don't have to, feel connected or anything like that. It's just taking certain types of breaths. The 4-7-8 breathing is really good, or they call it relaxing breathing. Take a breath for 4 seconds, hold it for 7, and then exhale for 8. And that type of breathing exercise really makes sure that you have more than enough time for oxygen and carbon dioxide to switch places in your blood. The carbon dioxide come out of the blood and the oxygen get into the blood, which is what we want, and then it's exhaled or expelled from the body. This kind of thing tends to slow your breathing down a little bit as well. Makes your vagus nerve fire more often. And this can be a very relaxing kind of breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing. I recommend doing this when you're laying on your back. If somebody is breathing in a non-diaphragmatic way, what kind of message does that send to the brain? Say I'm sitting here breathing like this. That's sending a message to the brain, hey, I'm about ready to go running, I'm under attack, I'm in a situation where I'm nervous, that sort of thing, I'm hyperventilating. Well, that's sending a signal to your brain, don't be calm. We don't want you to be calm, which may have benefits at certain points, but if you're trying to calm down, diaphragmatic breathing, breathing from your belly, and I think this is easiest to see when you're laying on your back. Lay on your back, and if you see your chest expand, but not your belly, then that's not desirable for this type of breathing. Watch your stomach expand, and then your chest after that if you're breathing that deeply. But you want to breathe from the belly. And this is sending a signal to your brain, hey, we're relaxed. Everything's fine. We're calm. That sort of thing. That's a great breathing technique, and it really makes you mindful of your body. Just kind of pay attention to what parts of your body are expanding first. Alternatively to that, if you are trying to increase your energy level, increase your oxygen level in your body, that quick chest breathing can be beneficial to do that with. Alternative nostril breathing. And this is just as easy as it sounds. You plug one side, breathe through your nose over on that side, plug the other. This can also help clear out sinuses sometimes. It'll kind of dry up your sinuses and make sure that the air is focused on one side or the other. So that can be a great way to be in a situation where your energy from breath is focused in certain areas as well. Breath focus technique. These are deep breaths while you focus on relaxing through thought or image. And one of the favorite ones that I like with this, I learned from the Silva meditation method, which is online if you want to check that out. But they say deep breath and out, deep breath and out. And then I focus on your eyelids. Relax your eyelids. Feel how relaxed they are. And then allow that feeling of relaxation to flow slowly down over your body, all the way down to your toes. And that's a great kind of meditation, contemplation, breathing technique where you focus really on relaxation. And then equal breathing. This one also is really something that will make you kind of stop and focus on your breathing. It's hard to kind of contemplate other things when you're doing this one, and that is equal breathing. Without counting, try to really match your inhale and exhale in length. In other words, try to make sure that your inhale is just as long as your exhale. Inhale is just as long as your exhale. And this tends to slow your breathing down, tends to give the signal to your brain, hey, things are relaxed. We don't tend to breathe equally on the inhale and exhale. We tend to breathe in quicker and then out slower, and in quicker and out slower, and this will kind of help kind of change that and re-regulate your breathing and really make you kind of stop and focus on that. So any of these breathing techniques are really great, and there's lots of other ones as well that can be very beneficial too. There's lots of techniques that are great for all sorts of things. If you are feeling triggered from your breathing, be aware of that. You may be triggering some kind of response that your brain has kind of stashed away from some other time when you felt threatened or something like that. So be aware of those things, and you can switch techniques. If you're doing a quicker breathing technique and you feel like, oh man, I'm starting to get anxious or nervous with that, then switch to a different technique where maybe you do the breath focus technique where you're doing some mindfulness or really focusing on relaxing and that sort of thing. But connecting the mind and the body can really go a long, long way toward aging radiantly. I appreciate you listening, and we'll talk to you soon.